You're listening to the Open Books Podcast.
Your next chapter starts now.
Is it love, 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 love that I'm feeling? Is it love, 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 love that I'm feeling? Is she the one?
Yep.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Open Books Podcast. We are gonna sit and get comfy and talk about a few random little topics.
Yes, because on our last episode we had so much to say, and we have more to say. We had a lot to catch up on. Yeah, we had a backlog really to catch up on.
Yeah, we had 3 months of shit to talk about.
Yes, so one major huge cultural moment that we just got through that we have to talk about is Squid Game.
Squid Game.
Red light.
Wait,
Green light.
what's the song? Josh and I can't stop singing it now.
Something like that.
The one where they're on the spinny thing?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
wait, what is that one? My brother and Victoria are obsessed with Squid Game right now too, and he's and they're also, by the way, they love Korean things. Victoria loves K-pop and K-dramas.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
Yes, and I'm should I watch K-dramas? And when I told her that, it was stars light up in her eyes, and she was like, "You need to watch."
We need to explore. Obviously, keep our niche. Guys, we're
Yeah.
not going anywhere. We love thrillers.
Yeah,
But we should explore other genres and come back and talk about it.
we should. What
'Cause we
about
did it
a
with fantasy.
Korean thing, but it's translated? I don't know. I'm kind of obsessed with Korea right now. Squid Game.
I'm obsessed.
I love because what are we no 2 weeks out?
No, 2
Yeah.
weeks.
Okay,
I just blew through it so fast.
that's the problem. When something's so good, you just fucking fly
Y'all,
through it.
Season 2 was just as good as season 1, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think so too.
I love
Gihoon.
Gi-hoon.
So, question: do you watch? I think I asked you this the first time we watched, but first let's talk about this season 1. Mm-hmm. So, do you remember the cultural shift season 1 had on us too? Because it was 2022. We were teaching at school,
And we did a social
yes, a whole social experiment.
experiment. What was?
I forget what we did, but it was something Squid Game aligned.
Yeah, we basically had a point system, and anytime we broke a law,
Yeah,
we had to deduct points, but we had to be honest about it.
yeah. Oh my gosh, that was fun.
Social currency.
That's what it was, social currency. Because at the time, it's is that what they were doing in Korea? What made us do that? Because they don't.
I think they were doing it somewhere. China, maybe?
Maybe it was a lot of fun, and I was honest.
And I was not. I was like,
I was
damn. Ran a stop sign. Took points away.
Oh my god, I would be in jail.
Yeah.
So not for running stop signs, by the way. I don't do that. The police are watching. Get that bitch.
Okay. What's that license plate number?
But Squid Game season 1, I remember was such a big deal for lots of people in the country. So
Yes.
when season 2 came out, we're oh fuck yeah, I loved it.
It was so good.
So I have a little just recap and some questions that
Okay.
we could go over. So Squid Game season 2 on Netflix dives deeper into the twisted world of the deadly competition we were introduced to in the first season. This time we see new characters, shocking alliances, and even more ruthless challenges, all while exploring the motivations behind the games and the sinister organizers. The stakes are higher, the betrayals are even more brutal, and the tensions keep us guessing until the very end. Fans of the first season will be thrilled by the unexpected twist and moral dilemmas that force both the characters and viewers to question their own choices. Squid Game continues to captivate its thrilling mix of social commentary, psychological drama, and high-stakes action, which I think is a good way to put it, because it is a lot on social commentary.
It is.
But it's also a lot of high stakes, which I think makes it so fun.
Oh, God, it's just such a good show. If you haven't watched Squid Game, you really need to.
Yeah, start with season 1. Well, obviously you have to start with season 1. But, so here's the first question. And also, here's my other question that I forgot to ask you. We're just do you watch subtitles or the American dub over?
Subtitles.
So you watch in Korean.
I do.
Do you really?
Yes.
Wow. I think I need to do that.
I watched season 1 in Korean too and just read it.
So my brother said it's way better that way.
It
He
is.
said
I can't. I tried the first episode with English dub, and I was like, absolutely not. I have to watch it in Korean.
oh my gosh, I wish I would have experienced that. I'm gonna might rewatch some of it, maybe just a couple episodes.
I can tell you need to rewatch the last episode in Korean.
That episode, I'm shaking thinking about it. I was so stressed. But that's what Brett said. He said, and Victoria, he was like, you just get so much more when you hear their actual like tone of voice and like inflection and like cadence.
Oh, like the emotion, like the acting is, I mean, I'm sure you could see the acting with the dubs.
Yeah.
But hearing them like scream and cry in their language.
Yes. Love that.
Unreal.
And so Thanos, Brett said he also had some English lines. Like he
did.
spoke in English.
Let's go, I'm Thanos.
Thanos. That's what he said. And he was like, he said he had one funny part that went viral. He's like, I like you.
Yes.
And he said, yeah,
Yes.
like, it's funny.
You know what else? I was like, this went over my head at first, and I'm sure other people are like, okay, bitch, duh. But because I'm in the Marvel world now, Thanos,
She's a Marvel queen.
He had his fingernails painted like the jewels that Thanos needed to get.
Oh.
The stones, not jewels. Don't come for me.
So, okay, I don't know who Thanos is, but I've like heard of Thanos in the Marvel world.
Yes.
So it was kind of like a little like Easter egg almost.
Yes.
Love that.
Thanos.
I also found out that the guy who plays Thanos was an actual like K-pop star.
And
in
he
Korea.
actually forgot his lyrics.
Yeah.
I saw that. Yeah.
And he actually like had a bit of like a drug problem. And Victoria was telling me, this is why I'm like, should I get into like Korean culture? It's so interesting. She said like it's much more of like a social no-no over there to like do drugs. And so he was like excommunicated in real life.
Wow,
From like K-pop
that's
culture.
interesting.
Yeah, whereas over here it's like everyone does drugs if you're in a band, you know? It's
Come on,
like just
Thanos.
more normal. Yeah. Come over
Is
here.
his actual name Thanos?
I don't think so.
That's really cool. I wonder if it's like a Marvel related name though.
Maybe. I don't know. So that's interesting. I might rewatch because the English dub over, like, it's not enough to make me not watch it, but it is a little silly sometimes because, like, I know that some of the lyrics, the, like, dialogue gets lost because, like, what they're saying on the English dub overs do not match the subtitles because I'm like, what's the intention here? So I might rewatch some episodes.
Rewatch some episodes. It's going to completely change it for you.
Okay, love that. So how did the new characters introduced this season compare to those from season 1? And did any stand out to you? So I felt like a lot of the characters it was similar. Like it was the same vibes, like as far as the relationships that were developed within the games. Like you got your bad guys,
Of course.
your heroes, the ones you like feel bad for.
I prefer season 2's characters though.
Do you? Okay.
Yeah.
I loved season 2's characters
Me too. I thought it was their like development and their backstories, like the pieces that we got in the games, so good.
Do you have a fave character that you can remember? I
You
can't
know
remember
who
their
I
names.
Really I can't remember names either, but I really liked the transgender.
Me too. She
Player.
was fab.
She was fab.
And she was like,
That last episode
yeah.
when she was like, "This is how you use the gun. This is how you load it," and people were like, "How do you know so much about guns?" And she straight up was like, "I was sergeant." Blah blah blah. I'm like, "Let's go."
they're like, where'd they do that at?
Let's go, bitch.
I
Because
loved her.
I loved her.
Yeah, she was a great character, and I loved her development too.
Yep.
And you like her, she felt so sincere. Like, you know, she
A
really
lot
did.
of them felt genuine.
Yeah, they almost all did. Even freaking Inho, which we could talk about Inho. I have a question about him by the end of it. She was definitely my favorite character, though. I really
I
liked
loved her.
the little pregnant girl. I can't remember
Oh,
their
yeah.
names. She was sweet. She stood her ground with that
She sure
Jake
did.
ass baby daddy she had.
I know. Get out of here.
He was so freaking cute, though.
He was a cutie.
He was a cutie. That's why I'm like, is it that bad? You could forgive him because his face. Yeah, I'm like,
He's giving his face card is cute.
like if that was me in there, I'd be like, all right,
You know
come
what?
be on our
Protect
team.
me. Imagine being pregnant in that though.
That is wild,
No.
crazy.
No.
Speaking of characters, though, I want to ask you about Gi-hoon. That's what they call. So they say Gi-hoon in the English dub over. So I'm just pronouncing it that way. I'm sure it's not pronounced correctly.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
my question for you about Gi-hoon is like, what do you think his intentions were, like by going back in the game? He never like wanted to go back in the game, but he got kidnapped in the beginning, so he's like, "Fuck it, you kidnapping me anyway. Like I'll go back into the game." But I'm like, I don't know. I think he always did kind of want to go back in the game, but I am confused what he thought was going to happen. Like, what do you think he went in there to do?
I feel like his intention with going back was to try to stop it.
Okay,
I
like to
think
be
that-
the hero to
Yeah,
stop
like
it somehow.
I think that was his intention.
I think so too.
Not all along, because we know he was very much driven by money.
Right, especially in season 1.
Season 1.
I think that was his intention too. I just like struggled to find the logic in that choice because I'm like, you're like 1 against a million. Like I feel like they're just gonna shoot you. Like, but
Yeah.
apparently I was wrong because they could have just shot him at any moment. and
Absolutely.
it-
There's
There's a
I
chase.
can't wait for the next season to come out.
Me
which
too.
we don't have to wait too long.
Which is thank God, very exciting.
Thank you.
And I have a soft spot for Gi-hoon, and I want him to
do
just
too.
go live your life. Like, I just want him to get out of this.
God, between season 1 and season 2,
Yeah.
but he's just been trying to hunt down the people.
He's been through the fucking gigs. The next question, this is about the themes and the social commentary. How does season 2 expand on the critique of wealth inequality and social corruption introduced in season 1? So I guess more just like what do you think the show's trying to tell you about, like, society, especially in Korea? For me, it was trying to tell me that, like, people are greedy to their core.
Yeah. And like when it comes to like saving life or like having money, people are going to 100% choose money. Like it was evident through the voting, which I thought that was a cool concept introduced.
Like a
it was
scarlet letter.
Yeah. And I think that was such a huge point too.
Yeah.
Like you're wearing how you really feel.
And that was also, like, huge for the suspense of the show because you're like, oh, God, what are they going to pick? What are they going to pick?
I thought that was, yeah, but I agree with you. I think it's very much to say I would choose this any day over saving all the people here.
Yeah, which is crazy for me to, like, believe. But I guess when you are so down and out and you have nothing to go back to,
All the debt.
they're like, what else do I have to lose?
The old lady, the pregnant girl, there was so much representation of different walks of life, and still people were like, I don't care.
Yeah.
That's not enough money until more people die. We need the fact that they were like, we need more people to die so we can get more money before I vote to let's leave the game. Nuts.
And it's scary that we live in a world that people do become that desperate.
Yes.
Because without it, they have nothing else. They're like, I'm going to go die on the street.
Yep.
One realization I wish I would have had a little bit earlier, just like because it would have made me understand the society of it all, was like, and I should have known this, but I wasn't computing that there was a difference between the the money currency.
Yeah.
So like in the show, in the English dub over there, like, this is $20 million. Like, y'all would leave with $20 million. And they're like, that's not enough. I'm like, how the fuck, $20 million is not enough for you? But then I realized it's really like when you convert, it's like $50K.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, that made more sense too. Game design, real quick. What game do you think you could win? And what do you think you would be a absolute fucking goner?
Wow. I think I'd probably be a goner in all of them.
Me too.
But because there's no way. But I think I might have a chance. The one where they were spinning and you had to like run into a room before you got like blasted.
Yeah.
I do think maybe I could stand a chance there. I would not have stood a chance on the one where it was like the relay race.
Absolutely not. When you have to do the little dice,
No.
kick the thing, I'd got so nervous.
And then
I'd
I
be
was
falling
so
over.
much pressure, especially like with all the people watching you, and then you had to like,
I love how your girl was like, y'all got to turn around.
yep,
Don't fucking look at me.
Yep.
I've been saying my like, close your eyes.
don't look at me. Yeah.
I completely agree. I think I would have might stand a chance at red light, green light. I think I've got decent balance.
Yeah.
I think we could do that.
You're right.
Decent balance. Like, I think I could and then go real
And
quick.
it's always the first game too.
But I do think I'd be a goner. Like, pretty early on,
Yeah.
I'm dead.
Yep.
Absolutely couldn't do the relay race.
No,
Absolutely not. I think I'd be pretty decent at making allies, though. Like,
same.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we're like friendly girls.
yeah, I think I'd be pulling everyone in. I mean, like,
Hey.
I love the color of your hair.
Yeah. That's why we'd do good on that one where you had to run into a room. People would be
Yeah.
like, get in here.
Come on, you my girl.
Yeah.
Let's go, bitch.
Yep.
So the plot twist about Inho, I didn't even know it right away because I forgot what Inho had looked like from season 1.
Me too.
That he was the front man and he was the detective's brother.
Yes, all of that. I'm like, what?
And
I appreciated the plot twist.
I love the plot twist. I love the plot device of knowing like what Gi-hoon, the main character, did not know. Like the fact that we knew that this guy who
Good point.
yes, because like in season 1, you remember the front man was 001 or he was somebody 001, and you didn't know till the end, and you're like, whoa, what the fuck? Like
Yep.
that old man.
Yep.
This season we knew, like we knew he was being tricked.
Yes, that's such a good point. I really like that.
He was
that you
being
said
got.
that.
He was getting got.
He was getting got the whole time.
And
Felt bad.
I love all the pictures of was it casual when blah blah blah, and it's Inho and Gi-hoon, and like I feel like they actually really love each other.
They do love each other.
They have a connection, and
I think we're gonna see that.
me too.
I do.
I think Gi-hoon might be like his I can change him, like for Inho.
Yeah.
Like I think they might work out as friends or
I was
lovers.
gonna say as lovers or friends.
I'll be here for both.
We ship.
Last part, like, how does the season stack up for you against the first? I saw a lot of like critiques that like, oh, season 1 was way better, but I disagree. And maybe I'm not coming at it at such a critical eye because I'm just strictly watching for the good vibes and like the entertainment, but I thought it was just as good.
I agree. I didn't love the ending, but I understand why the ending happened the way it did. It's because of the next season coming so close.
Yeah, this almost felt like a season
time.
2 part 1.
Correct.
Like, and I almost wish they would call it that instead of a season 3.
2. Yeah, season 2, season 3.
Yeah, because the ending really did piss me off because I was like, oh, really? Especially because like you kind of got a little hope on that last episode. Like, dang,
Yes.
like they're really might come out on top right now, and then just like the last 10 minutes, they were just like, just all dead. And then I was like, ugh, really, it's gonna end that way? But I think we don't have to wait long. You said like July of 2025 or June, somewhere around
At
there.
least it's this year.
Yes,
It's not 2 years.
So we'll be back with a season 3 recap.
We sure will.
Thank y'all for listening.
Thank you. Let us know how you thought or
Yeah.
what you thought about Squid Games.
Yes, follow us on Instagram at Open Books Podcast and give us a review on Apple Podcasts. And we will be back very soon with more fun episodes.
Love you.
Love y'all. Bye.
Bye.